Up into the ring. Here comes the Frog. The Frog versus Dirty Danny Denton from Savannah, Georgia. To be Savannah, Georgia. 250-pounder in his 5th year of professional wrestling. Good luck there at Dirty Danny Denton. And his opponent, the Frog, 187-pounder. And I don't know where some of these guys come from, but Dirty Danny Denton is all mouth. A guy like Flowers is dangerous, but at least he's just plain dangerous. It isn't just all mouth. As we get started, Denton versus the Frog. And Mauro Rinaldo, for whatever reason, has found his way up here to our broadcast location. Mauro, you look a little more respectable today. Not a lot, a little.
Once again, you are honored with my presence here, Ed Carl.
Honored with what?
My presence.
Bring any presents with you?
You should be honored that I even have the God to come and sit beside you, Ed Carl. I mean, a man of my stature, I don't really have time to fool around with people like you.
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to leave. It's okay. You don't really have to sit here.
I have to sit here and tell it like it is, though, Ed Carl.
I can't believe it. I actually took the chair away to make sure you wouldn't sit down here, and you came back anyway.
Oh, I found the chair. Don't worry about it. Hey, doesn't that Dirty Danny Denton sure look impressive? The last time he was here, you know, he was a little on the flabby side, but he's gone into that gym, and, oh, he looks mighty impressive to me, Ed.
Yeah, now he looks a whole lot flabby.
I'd watch it, Ed Carl. Dirty Danny Denton's put on the muscle. You can see that he's a determined wrestler, been in that gym every day working out, and now he's showing your little friend there, the Frog, a lesson or two in how pro wrestling's supposed to be done.
All right, I've got to admit that Denton does look a lot better, as a matter of fact, now that he's been working out.
Look how squeamy that Frog is, slipping all over the place.
Hey, frogs are slippery. Have you never held a frog?
Yeah, they give you warts.
Well, Denton ought to be a little more careful. Dirty Danny Denton, I mean, he's got size, okay, and he does look better. He's obviously firmed up a bit. He's been working out. I can see all of that. No argument. 250-pounder, 6 foot tall. But look, he's wrestling against the Frog. The Frog's only 5'9", 187 pounds.
Well, the Frog signed to wrestle him, and he's going to face the consequences, Ed Carl. They don't call Dirty Danny Denton dirty because he forgot to wash his face. The guy knows how to get low down and mean.
I figure he probably does. You've convinced me of that, Mauro. I won't argue that one with you.
Nice move there by Dirty Danny Denton, taking the Frog down.
I don't want to belabor this thing, but did you see Diamond Timothy Flowers in here with just a minute ago on our last break?
Hey, you want to know what? I may surprise you with something, but actually, I was impressed with what Diamond Timothy Flowers said. He showed me that he hasn't gone all the way to being a so-called fan favorite or whatever. He knows that he still is a true wrestler at heart, and he doesn't have to favor the fans.
Well, Cagel's kind of slime, so I suppose he had to deal with him somehow, but I thought that was a little overreacting personally.
Joe Cagle is royalty. His name is Sir Joseph Cagle.
I wonder what his mother calls him. Oh, look at that. Nice move there by the Frog as he hopped out of the way. Now, you see, that's one of the advantages of being the Frog size is you've got that speed and agility.
You put it right, though. He hopped out of the way.
What else would a Frog do?
I'll give you that, Ed Carl. You got a point there.
I think Danny Denton's got a little problem quite figuring out what to do with him here.
Well, that's a good armbar takedown there by the Frog.
You know, Mauro, I don't know, since you've been hanging around with Sayers and those fellas, your viewpoint on all this has changed a little bit. But the one thing that you have to say is this guy, the Frog, has got a lot of class because of his size. He'll get in the ring with anybody.
He's got a lot of heart, I admit that, Ed Carl. But I tell you one thing, if one day someone's going to come down and make that size look very, very bad for the Frog, they're going to squish him. You know what a frog looks like on a hot sidewalk, Ed Carl?
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of people have said that, but nobody's done it yet.
Well, Dirty Danny Denton may just be the person to do that.
Well, there's no question. His size. Well, wait a minute. Now what's going on? A little conversation here. Oh, yeah.
With the playboy of all playboys there, Doug McCall. The guy's got women coming out of his ears, Ed Carl.
Is that what it is? Okay. Well, there's Suzie Tanner, of course, the manager of the Frog. Oh, here we go again.
Beautiful elbow there, Ed Carl.
Well, certainly the Frog felt that one. Here the fans are going with go, Froggy, go. Here we go again. I noticed that Denton's one of the few wrestlers who has regular arguments with the referee.
Well, he's justified in this case. Gary Allen, that's about all he can do is argue. He doesn't really know how to call a wrestling match.
Oh, now that was vicious. And I think that was a closed fist on that one. The Frog really felt that.
Gary Allen should be a marriage counselor or something. He listens to arguments practically the whole time.
Well, it's a difficult job refereeing in there. And, oh, look at that. You know, you've got to remember the size of this guy, Denton. 250 pounds, sitting on top of the Frog while the Frog's got his throat on the rope.
Did you catch that 250 pounds laying in that clothesline?
Hey, look at that. 250 pounds just got kicked off just like that by the little 187-pounder.
Emphasis on little. Beautiful elbow to the top of the head. And Dirty Danny Den's got the momentum in this match.
It takes more than momentum. Oh, look at this. Now, why would he bite him?
He forgot to eat this morning, Ed. It's quite obvious. I mean, you know, he's in a hurry to get to the matches. He forgot to take a bite, so he's hungry.
That's incredible. What kind of a creep would do that, really?
There he goes, working on his cervical disc now of the Frog. Beautiful shoulder block.
Oh, did he hit him with that one?
Once again, size is an advantage there, right, Ed?
I have to admit that shoulder block was a goodie. The BC Lions ought to be looking for him.
Lately, I agree with you there 100%.
Look at him, work him over. Now, what do you call that, Morrow?
Beautiful leapfrog, Ed Carl. And
that's it. There he goes.
Well, he is a frog after all, so you ought to know how to do leapfrogs.
And he does that and does it well. That's just one of a match. Nicely done by the Frog. He'll take that one.
He pulled his trunks.
Suzie Tanner delighted to see that, as was the Frog, and that's the way it should be. The Frog winning that one. We're going to go to ringside. I'm not sure whether I have to put up with Denton or whether...